The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the host are for entertainment purposes only.
Yep.
Do not get mad.
Nope.
Do not get upset.
Don't.
Do not get offended.
Uh-uh.
Do not pass go.
Cry baby.
Do not collect $200. Instead, pay us, and then we'll shut up.
Yeah. Get ready to get antsy. What's going on, podcast? Early Bird and Ninja.
And this is Early Bird the Night Wolf. So Gemini thing, don't expect you to understand it.
Damn right. And this is. Okay, Earl, what's the name of the show? Because I always forget.
What's going on?
What's going
It's the name of
on?
the show.
Yeah, nah. I like to
What's
say it
going
after
on?
you though, because you say it with so much passion. I'm over here, I like what's going on.
This is the What's Going On podcast.
That's
And
right.
we are here to tell the truth about what's going on. We're not worried about getting canceled. So we're going to keep it real over here. We're going to say what we feel.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what's on the agenda today? Now you see playing in the background.
What we're talking about first, we are talking about digital games versus hard copy games. Like, that's what we're going to talk about first.
Yeah.
So, which one is better? Which one has the most benefits? Yada yada yada. Those kind of things.
So man, I got. Yeah, go ahead, man. I got so much to say about this bullshit.
Okay, my opinion. My opinion. I have to say, I love the convenience of digital games. I mean, I could just turn around right now, or maybe I could buy a game on my computer right now. You know what I mean? So it's very, very convenient. However, the only thing that I had that I feel with the digital games is that they're incomplete. That's the only thing that I hate about digital games, because they can just upload or whatever. You know what I mean? So they'll release a unfinished game, and it's so bad. You know what I mean? It'll be like really bad. You're paying $70, $80 for these games now. They just keep, and even though you're not paying for a physical copy, and it's like the prices are higher now.
Yeah.
So those are my complaints with digital games. Even though I prefer digital games because it's just so convenient.
Yeah. So, everything you said, I'm 100%. You're 100% correct. Okay. So, most of my games are digital. I'm not even gonna bullshit you. Most of my games are digital because of the convenience, like you said. Like, I can not have to go to GameStop and worry about it being sold out on day one. I can just literally download the shit right into my console. So I've noticed I've been taking digital real serious when I bought my Switch. When I bought my Switch, I bought it with the intentions on just playing the Switch games, because Nintendo games are more. Nintendo's almost like, I play Nintendo the way I play PlayStation. I only want their exclusives. Xbox is the more free roaming system. You can literally buy an Xbox and play all kind of games. But people don't buy Xbox for exclusives. They buy it because the graphics are good, the games are vastly available on it. You know what I mean? When I got my Switch, I thought I was just gonna be playing Nintendo games, but then for some reason the Switch grew into this easy way to play games, because it was, even though it was a home console, but it was more handheld. It was just easier to get games, bro. And I bought physical copies of Mario Kart and Zelda and all that shit. And then I realized, bro, these games are way too fucking small to keep an eye on all the fucking time. Like, I have kids, one.
Mhm.
When I got my Switch, Adam was fucking young, so he was always in the bag grabbing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew eventually I was gonna either lose one of my games or somebody was gonna end up stealing one of my, because there's so little. Like,
Right.
it's dumb. So yeah, digital was the way to go for me. I went and I got like a 2 or 3 gig card or something like that, and I just downloaded all my games, and it just became the new wave. I just
Right.
downloaded everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I stopped buying. I never bought physical on the Switch again, because like you said, even if you buy the physical on day one, 9 out of 10 times that's not even the full fucking game. You know what I mean? Like when I bought any games, like for instance Mario Kart, the whole game wasn't on the card. Most of the DLC came out years later. You know what I'm saying? So you physically don't need you don't need the physical disc anymore, because even if you get in the physical, you're still not getting the whole game. You know, people are going crazy because physical games are kind of phasing out, but regardless of if you buy the physical game, even now, you're still not getting the full game. You're literally buying a CD with a code on it so you can play the game physically. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not getting the whole game anymore.
Because even the way games are playing now, even like if you buy the physical copy, you still have to download it onto the console. So.
Right. So you're not getting it. Like for instance, the beautiful game playing on the screen right now, Spider-Man. I bought it on no, that's a lie. I didn't get it on day one, but I did get it a couple days later. Mm-hmm. Great game, but the first week it came out, I had a bunch of glitches in it. Like Spider-Man completely disappears off the screen. I have plenty of videos of playing as Spider-Man, and he's not even in the screen, or his neck is missing, or his body's missing. You know, just day one patches that didn't fix a lot of the other issues, which is fine. But that would have happened with a physical also, and probably even worse, because you literally can't play a game anymore without having to have it connected to the internet. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you get a physical. I promise you, if you buy a PlayStation, let's say you live somewhere and you have no internet, and you go out and you get a PlayStation, controller, and a game, you're probably not going to be able to play that game unless that shit connects to an internet and downloads everything it needs to play that game. This is not the days of where you can buy a physical game and pop it in your Xbox or PlayStation and you're going to be good to go. You could go and play with the homies and never connect it to an internet. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Those days are over, bro. Like those days are gone. I mean, nobody noticed yet because everybody's connected to the internet. But you go and you take your PlayStation somewhere and try to play that shit without no internet, you're gonna be phased out. Most probably games won't even work.
Yeah, I mean, I know when you buy a console, you have to connect to the internet to set it up. So
yeah, you gotta do what they call the day one patches. Everything that they didn't put into the system on the way out, they're like, oh fuck it, just roll it out. By the time it gets to the stores, it'll be a couple weeks or a month. It'll sit there, and then we'll just roll out the patches on day one.
Yeah, and that sucks.
They're not stupid. They know what they're doing. They know half of those games and half of those things they do, they're not done yet. I mean, cell phones do the same thing. You never get, your cell phone has to update 1,000 times before you can get it going. You know what I'm saying? Anything you buy, it's just those day one patches are just those are the new waves of things going on.
You know, I hate it. And then I even told myself like the direction that video games going in way back when, because I didn't want to upgrade my Xbox from 360. Like even back then, I was like, I'm not buying a new console because I don't like the direction that video games is going, because it's all single player connected to the internet type stuff, and I didn't like that, and I still don't like that. I mean, the most fun I had playing the game in recent years was when we had that Smash Bros. Tournament, and we was all, together.
And what we were all together, and we played that shit. What I
no
brought
internet.
over my what was it at the time? Wii U.
Wii U. Yeah.
Yeah. We played that shit on Wii U.
That was the most fun I had, man.
Yeah, and those were classic moments, man. It was like what, 8 of us, right? Or probably more of us.
I think it was more of us. Yeah, it was a bunch of us. 2-on-2 tournament. Yeah.
Yep.
It was fun.
And what? That was all off of Wii U. You know what I'm saying? With like 8 controllers.
Yes, sir. That was the most fun I ever had, man.
Yeah.
In recent years.
And you can't get those moments because consoles just don't. Two things. They could do it. They have the capability, obviously, but they don't want to do it because there's more money in numbers than there is on people playing together.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Xbox doesn't have that. You might have 1 or 2 games that might be 4 players if you're lucky, like on a screen split, but they don't do that shit no more.
No.
That thing is non-existent, bro. Like there's no more factions of you having friends come over and everybody has either a separate TV or the same TV. You know, none of that shit. That shit's dead, bro.
Yeah, they took that from us.
Exactly, and like I said, they just not doing like the multiplayer unless it's like a Fortnite or the Call of Duties where you have to go online and play with everybody. Everybody has to have their own individual console, copy or console and TV and all that good shit because there's more money if you have to do it separately than together. You know what I mean? Like I was talking to one of the kids and they were like, oh, is a new Spider-Man? This is before the game came out. They were like, oh, it's a new because it's Miles Morales and Peter Parker. They were like, yo, everybody really thought there was gonna be a multiplayer aspect of the game, and maybe there will be later on, but you can't tell me that didn't come up when you were developing this game. Insomniac, right. I'm pretty sure somebody in that, because these are smart fucking people. Somebody in that the party must have said, yo, we could make this game a multiplayer game. And then somebody must have said no, because that's going to take way too much time. Or that's going to take away from the storyline or take up too much space or something in that realm. You know what I mean? Because, bro, you have 2 heroes that anybody, I mean, it is a no-brainer. If this game, let's say this game sold 1 million copies the first day, it would have sold 10 million if it was multiplayer, bro. You tell me that I could
multiplayer co-op.
Yeah, you tell me I could be Miles Morales and my other boy could be Peter Parker, and we could go and literally do separate missions and play at the same map at the same time and help each other, bro. That'll just blow people's mind, but
it makes too much sense, man. And
that's what I'm saying.
It's all about money, man. It's like the art of these video games is really, really suffering in recent years, man. It's sad. Like it's not fun no more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really not. The game's not fun no more.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like I said, it's a good game. I love everything that Insomniac did with Spider-Man. They made the game fun. They made it relevant. They made it interesting. They didn't shortcut anything. They didn't try to reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? They added everything it needed to make it a lot better. But it's almost like, okay, I don't want to say they dropped the ball, but it was like they could have did something to make it, multiplayer or make it a little bit more fun, because after a while you do get tired of playing these games by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how hard would it be to have somebody join a game with you? I get there's servers and shit like that they need. If they do a game solo like this, they don't have to do none of that. But I'm like, come on, like, it's at this point they got all the money in the world. They can come up with something different.
Yeah, but I feel like you went through a lot of trouble putting emphasis on having 2 Spider-Mans in the game just to have it single player.
Right.
Like,
and
multiplayer, the multiplayer aspect would have been, I feel like the multiplayer aspect took it over the top.
Right.
Like, it would have been really, really, like a really really good game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, there's nothing more entertaining than playing a game with your friends, you know, on one console, or even if it's on the other console, with like the Spider-Man game. It would have been nothing more interesting than playing with your boy. Like, I know, I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm pretty sure somebody thought about it, but it would have been too much. The game probably would have been delayed a bunch of times because multiplayer is a different aspect of the game. Or maybe they could have even did like the games out and then later on introduce multiplayer, which I don't know if that was a thing. I don't know if I heard that in those leaks that there was supposed to be multiplayer or something like that. There wasn't so much in those leaks, but it's just like it could have been done. It could have been done. It could have been better, but I'm happy with the game, with the way it came out. But I just think it could have been a lot more interesting if they would have dropped the multiplayer aspect of it. It would have been way more cooler. It would have been probably way more fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not disappointed. I'm just like, well, this could have been a little bit more cool. You know what I'm saying? If they would have just did multiplayer and just did that. Because at the end of the day, everybody remembers the Halo days. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like
sir.
the multiplayer, always playing 4-player games. Like it was great. Look at this. I mean, remember these days, bro?
Yeah.
Me and my boys used to play this shit all day. There was nothing you couldn't tell nobody. Everybody was the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead ass. Everybody was the greatest. Everybody was the greatest in multiplayer, and it was fun.
Some of like my N64. You know, you had the 4 ports for the controllers,
Right,
bro. Like Mario Kart, Mario Tennis, GoldenEye. Like it was
Smash Brothers,
bro. Like come on, man. Like
mm-hmm.
ain't nothing like it. And then
No.
with you being right there next to each other, you win a game of Smash Brothers that was like real intense. Oh
Yeah.
man,
You were the man, bro.
It was exciting, man.
Bro, you were the man, bro. You had it. If you played it and you won it, you had it, bro. And that's what I'm saying. It was those moments, man. They would keep you up at night because you were like, yo, I gotta get my game on, bro. I gotta figure this shit out. I can't let these motherfuckers beat me at this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
To bring it back to the topic, digital games versus hard copy. So you think it's best to just purchase the game digitally because you still get the same thing if you buy hard copy.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, the direction that it's going in now, regardless if you buy it digital or hard copy physical, you're getting the same game. It's not like if you buy it physical, you're getting a better game. You know what I'm saying? You're getting the same game. The problem with buying physical now, like I said, you probably won't even be able to play that game once that the lifespan of the game is done, because you probably be playing the bare minimum bones of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a physical copy, yeah, but like if your Xbox got wiped and you have to start all over again, you probably can't download all the files to help fix the game that was wrong with it when it got launched. You know what I'm saying? It's like back in the day, if you bought a cartridge off Nintendo 64, if there was a glitch in that game, there was a glitch in that game. That was it. That's what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you bought a Pokemon game on the GBA, you know, that's it. You were stuck with that glitch, and everybody was going to either love it or hate it. You know what I'm saying? There was no revised copy unless you bought the new one next year or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or they did a recall. I don't know. That was really rare. But if the game was that bad, they would obviously send you some kind of, you know, something back. But yeah, nowadays, bro, you couldn't play any of these systems without an internet connection. So you can't run off the grid and go buy a PS5 and think you're gonna play it out in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just not gonna work. It's just, I mean, let's keep it real, bro. How many times let's say you I don't know. I think one time I had an old fucking 360 in my closet that I had for years. And I found it because we were moving, and I was like, yo, this 360 is still good, still fresh, right? I plug it up, bro. A lot of the games on it that I had it on it, like, you couldn't play them because they were asking for internet connection to download patches for the games. And it was crazy. The only games that worked it was funny, this worked, but only games that worked were like older games that I downloaded digitally and saved on the hard drive. Those were the only games that worked. But like my physical games, some of them worked and some of them didn't really work.
Which 360 did you have? Did you have like the updated version, or did you have the old?
It was the Jasper system. That's the one after the Red Ring of Death.
Well, that one had the built-in Wi-Fi. Because I know the first 360 you had to buy that.
This one had the built-in Wi-Fi. You know why I remember? Because when I bought this one after my Ring of Death Xbox took a shit on me, and that was the one that I had. You had to buy the little wireless thing, put it in the back. This one had wireless already built into it. It was the new Jasper one. It had all the new chipsets and all the cool and shit. Yeah. So I ended up giving that system to Alex and for his daughter to play because she was one of them. So I ended up giving him that with all the games and shit. But only so many. Like, I think the only games that worked good was like Call of Duty, because like this is back at the time where all the games were being put on the disc. So. But a lot of the other games really didn't work or needed to be updated and shit. It was weird, but I just told him that he could put the console online, but I don't know. I don't think it would have been any different, because at that point Xbox was kind of just already 360 was already over, because Xbox One been out for about a couple of years. You know what I mean?
Okay. Hard copy. The only way I can see myself buying a hard copy is if I'm a huge fan of this game and they got like this collectible stuff, that little collectible package that they do.
Yeah.
Like that I will do. Like, you know, so you get like a figurine, you probably get like some postcards, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So
exclusive artwork like that, I will invest in.
So the good thing you said that. So for instance, what was it? Was it Xenoverse that had collectibles in it when it came out?
I want to say it was.
Damn it! I think it was Xenoverse. But anyway, I bought Xenoverse because it came with it was Xenoverse 2, I believe. It came with the tin like booklet and all that shit, and I believe it came with a figurine, if I'm not mistaken. And that was the only reason I got that physical, because it came with the collectible. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's what made me get that one. And then, for instance, another one was Street Fighter versus Marvel vs. Capcom, the new shit it's kind of old now, but it came with like Ryu, Chun-Li, Mega Man. It was figurines also. So yeah, that's the only time I ever buy physical shit. If it comes with a dope collectible, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I have a couple of games that I bought physical because it came with a dope collectible. Dragon Ball, Xenoverse was one of them. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom was another one, and I'm pretty sure I got a bunch of other ones, like even like Gears of War back in the day I bought. You know what I'm saying? It came with the card with the necklace that says the guy's name on it. I want to say it was another Dragon Ball game I bought. It was a bunch of Dragon Ball games I bought.
I know Xenoverse 2 came with a Goku figurine.
Yes.
Kind of torn up stuff. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I believe that was one. Yeah, because I have it. It was Super Saiyan. I want to say Super Saiyan
Super
Goku.
Saiyan. Yep, Super Saiyan.
When his shirt's all ripped from when he's fighting Frieza, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So I got that one, and I think there was another one too for even Fighter Z. I think came with a statue of Goku like doing that Mega Rage when he's transforming. But yeah. I got physical copies of those when they drop cool shit like that. But as for the rest of the games, man, yeah, mostly digital, bro. Like all my PlayStation games are digital. The only game I have physical on PlayStation currently is Street Fighter 30th anniversary because I found it in GameStop for like $5, and I fucking love Street Fighter, the original OG shit. So I bought that. But I think that's the last physical game I got for my PlayStation, like 5.
Okay, well, not to change the subject, but did you buy Street Fighter 6?
I bought Street Fighter 6, bro. I did buy Street Fighter 6, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't play Street Fighter 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, and I don't wanna.
Yeah, you about to get canceled. Go
I'm
ahead.
about to get canceled, but I don't even give a fuck. But
yeah. Tell me what's going on, man. Tell me what's going on.
It's just, oh man, it's really just fucking weird, bro. Like the first, all right. So the first,
I think I know what you mean, though.
Did you play it?
No, I did not play it, but I've seen it. It's like it's not the Street Fighter that you're used to. It's like
it's
open
not,
world,
man.
Open world Street Fighter is not. I don't think it's. It's not for us.
It's not us. It's definitely it's the new generation.
Yeah, it's the new generation.
Like
yeah,
it's really flamboyant. It's really Gen Z-ish. It's goofy.
Yeah,
it's not. Ken looks like a bum. Ryu looks like he's about to give up on life. Like it's sad. I mean, bro. The first I started playing it. All right, I'm gonna tell you what turned me off immediately. Is the first intro to the game. It's this really gay looking. I don't know if he's trans. I don't know what it is, but he's really. I think he's a black dude. Honestly, and this is what killed me even more. Is that he's a really gay, flamboyant black dude that just is telling me how to play Street Fighter, and I don't have no problem with that. It's just right off the rip, bro. Like, I'm not even 5 minutes in the game, and it's this weird fucking guy telling me how to play Street Fighter, bro. And listen, look, I don't know if anybody's gonna agree with me down in the comments or whatever, but it's just too much, bro. Like, remember what we were talking about last time, where it's just like, it's just too much. Look, I'm gonna show you right here. This is when you look at this nigga, man.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, bro, if this is what you into, fine. But this is not what I'm into when I think of Street Fighter, bro.
Right.
I don't want to see this, bro.
Because it's not the Street Fighter that you know.
Bro, look. I mean, what? Let's look. I'm gonna pause it right here. Look, like, this is what Street Fighter's become, and Capcom is joining the fucking Pandaverse. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Look, he's doing his thing, fine. If they want to create a character like that, that's fine. But like, it's the first thing that comes up is this shit. I'm like, bro. And I know I haven't heard anybody talking about it. I don't know. But this shit is just like right off, like, bro, as soon as you start the game, this is the first thing that pops up, bro. Look at this guy. Look. And then on top of that, like, how many, like, young black kids are gonna see this and be like, yo, what the fuck's going on here? He's wearing a backwards dress with stocking thingies and blue hair, paint. And look at this.
Definitely shocking.
It is, bro.
And what is he wearing?
Bro, he's wearing like
The dude,
He's wearing a
yeah.
dress. Another kid wearing a dress. It's like it's weird, bro. And like, okay, I get you can customize the characters and then it's for everybody, but can it not be the first thing that pops up in a Street Fighter game that I wanna beat motherfuckers up? And this is what am I hitting them with, dildos? Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, is anybody gonna tell me I'm wrong on this or what? Like,
Yeah.
look at homeboy that's sitting right next to him. He's
Yeah.
wearing a thing with a dress on. But yet, look at old buddy right here. He look like he's stuck out of that in the 90s.
But that actually looked like a female. Was dressed like a guy.
This one right here.
It looked like you got a chest,
Look,
like breast on the chest.
Look, bro. Come on, dude. You approve this message? Like,
Nah.
I get it. They're trying to say you can customize and do whatever.
From what I remember, Vega was the only one that was flamboyant like that. He was
flamboyant, right?
Manly. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I still played with Vega. I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
It was whatever.
Yeah.
But look at this shit. He got, oh my God, dude. This shit's terrible. Listen, Street Fighter has like 2 or 3 different modes you can play. This mode is the battle hub mode, where you fight other people. When this shit popped up, I just turned the game off. I never played it again. I'm gonna be quite honest with you, bro, because it was, the storyline is cheap. The characters sound, it's just everything about this game is just cheap. Like, I don't know what Capcom was doing. I'm disappointed. Like, I love Street Fighter, but they took my Street Fighter and made it Pandaverse fighters. Like, it's just crazy, bro. I don't approve that.
I feel like nobody wins when you try to include everyone.
This motherfucker,
bro,
because don't miss.
Everything isn't for everybody. Like, yo, I'm sorry, but this is just not for you. It's not that we hate you. It's not that we don't like you. It's not that we don't want you to be a part of it. It's just that this is what we do. This is how we do it. And I'm sorry if you don't like it. And so if you don't like it, it's just not for you. And that's okay. Because there's plenty of other things out there that you can get involved in. Or we produce this, but we also have this production over here that might be more suited for you. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, but people is like, if you don't include us in this right here, then you're a bad person. We don't like you. You should be canceled. Yada yada yada. And it's like, yo, it's just not for you,
bro.
You know what I mean?
I agree, bro. And it, like I said, bro, it just blows my mind, because it's like, you have a good game. I mean, Street Fighter is a great game. All the Street Fighters are good. I think they all leveled up in some kind of way. And you can go back and play Street Fighter games that you can relate to. So, for instance, if you're not the new Street Fighters, like the newer ones, they're bigger. The guys are a little bigger. They're a little bit. The moves are a little bit heavier. If that's not your thing, the games are so good you can literally go back and play Street Fighter Alpha, where the guys are faster and smaller, and still enjoy the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could go back and play Super Street Fighter for Nintendo and still have a good time, because it's just that. It's just a fighting game. It had characters that were all original, all different, and all had different movesets.
Right.
Now you're trying to fit in. So you're worried more about the image and where it's going versus the game and how it looks. Like, it looks like a, you know what I'm saying? It looks like it got designed by that crew of people. And I'm not saying, and see, this is where I think people get it misconstrued, because they think we're hating, but it's not that we're hating. It's that they're taking all these IPs and they're making them theirs. But just theirs. They don't want to, they're saying that we don't want to share like the culture of whatever, whether it's music or games, but it doesn't matter. It's what we're doing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want those kind of weird games, then make a weird game. You know how many weird games I've seen, and I'm like, oh, that don't look like it's for me. That shit. But yet they have a cult following because that's their game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like me hating on like games like Animal Crossing or The Sims, where
Legends and all that kind of stuff.
Right, where it's built around a certain kind of aspect of a game and a fan base. Like, I like cozy little sim games I can play on my Switch, and they're fun games. Don't get me wrong, I played a couple, but if you would, I only play them now because, like I said, me and Jess sometimes play these games together. So it's kind of like a cool way to get with, a girl in your life that likes to play games but doesn't like those big macho man wrestling games, but she wants to play like a cool little game. So you kind of you guys can indulge together and play a game. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
But bro, I don't want to play Street Fighter and feel like I'm beating up on transgender people or making fun of them because the game is so, like, it was so.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure I can play the game and get past that. But the thing that's not what I want. I didn't want to put on Street Fighter, and the first thing I see is some random black dude in a fucking shirt dress, like with stocking belt straps on and pink fucking microphone talking to another kid, a guy in a dress. Like it was weird, bro. It was like watching Kid Cudi perform, bro. I'm like, bro.
But you know what? I wanted Street Fighter 5 wasn't on Xbox, and I hated that. So I was like, I'm going to get the next Street Fighter if it comes to Xbox. And then it came out, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I don't think I want it. And it wasn't even because of that. Like I was looking at it, I was like looking at like the story mode and how you running around doing stuff. And I'm like, okay, I respect the open world aspect of things. But I
wouldn't even call it open world, bro. It's not as open as you think, bro. I played it and it's just completely terrible, bro.
It looks too wacky.
It does. I mean, look, I play wacky games, bro. Listen, I'm a big fan of wacky shit. Crazy Taxi, all that shit, bro. And you can hit me with all types of weird shit, man. But that shit, look, listen. I played one of the wackiest, craziest games right here. Look, I played this. Jet Set Radio.
I played it. And I actually liked it. That's
look at this game. Looking at it, you think, yo, this game is weird. But the characters, they're all unique. Yeah. Look, you got a girl character, you got black character, bro, they're all different. Are they weird? Yeah. But are they great? Yes. Yep. They're great characters, bro. Mm-hmm. And none of them had to be, just weirded by it. Like, you didn't have to put the boy in a dress. Everybody looked cool. You know what I'm saying? Look, you even got your typical big black guy with a boombox, with the double rings. But then you got, this guy right here, or chick, bald head. It was all good. You know what I'm saying? They didn't leave anything for chance. They just made weird characters and the game was fun. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. That's all I wanted Street Fighter to be. But they did that for decades and then did this shit. And I'm like, bro, like,
I don't know. It's like everything is suffering from inclusion, right?
Yes, I agree.
From video games to the Disney Plus and the other thing that's going on with Disney.
Bro, don't even get me started with that shit.
Like, okay, everybody needs representation. I get it. I understand it. I'm not mad at it. I just feel the way that they're going about it is not the right way. But like, you don't just. It's like a pie in the face, man. It's like, man, I don't know. You love pie, right? But you don't want the pie to take the pie and just push it in your face.
Right.
Like you want to sit down and enjoy it.
You want to enjoy it. And you don't want to eat the whole pie all at once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't just sit there and eat the whole pie because later you're going to shit your fucking brains out.
Yeah.
You're going to take a step back, eat a slice of pie after a good dinner,
and let me come back for more. Is there any more pie left? Like, yo, you know what I mean? And it's
great.
It's too much at once. It's too much. It's like it's too overwhelming.
Listen, going back to what you said, everybody needs representation, right? Everybody needs to be repped in some form or way.
Mm-hmm.
But who is responsible for repping these people? You understand what I'm saying? So, for instance, if somebody writes a good movie about a black guy,
mm-hmm.
but the guy who writes the movie is white, but tells the story good, is that a good representation of the black guy? If it's by a white guy, there might be something off. You understand what I'm saying? It's to the point where who is representing the culture the right way? So if, like, going back to what I said, if a white guy writes a good movie about a black dude, do we not watch it? Is it not right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I see what you're saying. So what you're asking is it someone from the community, from that community? Are they
right?
Do you think that they are, or you think that they're not?
So I think they could write a story, because anybody can write a story. Anybody can come up with something and say, oh, this is going to be the greatest shit ever told. And it can be told by the total opposite person that never lived that lifestyle. Like, anybody can write a drug dealing book. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know the stories.
Excuse me.
But the problem is that they probably not going to get the streets accurate. They're just going to come up with some random, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I see.
it's
So
like
you feel like it's not the people who are putting this representation out there are not from that community, and they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
so, for instance,
it does seem disingenuous.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Just seems like it's all right. So, if anybody is, I don't know any transgender people yet. So if anybody ever sees this video, comment down below and let me know. But do even they feel they're being represented right? You know what I'm saying? Like, do they feel like what I just showed about Street Fighter, do they feel like that represents them? You know what I'm saying? Like a super flamboyant, weird guy with jack, you know, like, does that represent gay people? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, why does it have to be that way? Like, it's almost like the way the 90s used to do black people and Chinese people. You know, like, you know, like, that's not how they talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, all Chinese people don't know karate.
Yeah.
All black people don't eat fried chicken and eat watermelon. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
But if that was a fact, you know, somebody else wrote that. You know what I'm saying? So who approved this message is what I'm trying to say.
But I must agree. I don't think that they are being represented the right way, and I don't think they have representation in those rooms when these decisions are being made. And that's why it feels like so much. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they were a part of the team, they will be able to put the perfect amount of seasoning on them.
Right, exactly.
And it'll transition a lot smoother. But I feel like they're looking at, okay, this is what they look like. This is how they talk. This is how they dress. So exaggerate. Say, hey, look, we got this character for you guys, representation, and it's not right. And I don't think it's doing anybody any justice. I don't think it's doing nobody any justice. Bro.
I agree, because listen, believe it or not, gay characters been in video games. They're there. The problem is that, no, I don't want to say the problem. The issue is that when they're introduced, you don't even know, because it went so organically into the game.
Yeah.
If you don't know a character is gay when you're using them, then they did a good job explaining to them that, hey, this, you know, you didn't even know this because the character is so fun to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm playing with this gay character. Yeah, but he's cool as shit. Yeah. Like, for instance, the Vega. Everybody thought Vega was gay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
didn't they have
a cool character to play with.
Didn't they have a guy named Gay Tony Grand Theft Auto or something like that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's organic, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel bad for transgender people because they're not getting repped the right way. And when there is something going on, companies are force feeding it to us in the wrong way.
Right.
Like, instead of having a transgender, for instance, game character, let's say in a Street Fighter game. Okay, how do you explain a transgender character in a fighting game? All right, let's make a story for him. All right, cool. He wants to fight to make money to, I don't know, do his surgery. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Let's just say. So he goes into a Street Fighter tournament, and then boom, he goes from being a boy to a girl, and now he has 2 different skins. I don't know, 2 different outfits, and we can call him, you know, I don't know. We'll come up with a fucking name for him. But let's just say that was his storyline, right? Great. Just as long as the character is fun to play with and has a cool moveset, and it
makes
stupid.
And it makes if it makes sense, it makes sense, bro. I just feel like the way they doing it is just, I don't know, man. It's like they just kicking the door down, telling everybody to get down on the ground, man. Like,
right? Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They're just force feeding that shit. Like, look, I used to watch what was it, Steven Universe? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about Steven Universe has gay written all over it. But it was so good. It was a good storyline, bro. Like, it's a good storyline, bro. Like, and then come to find out, I think the girl who writes the story is like a young little lesbian chick.
But yeah, Steve, I do like Steven Universe. It was dope.
But it's good.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I mean,
I like the characters, man. The characters.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
It was done right.
It was done right. Everybody in the show, the movie, or whatever, is a chick, and all the chicks have different gems, and some of them are weirder than others, and it reflects kind of like real life.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't get weird. It just was fun. But I don't think anybody ever got it, and if they did, kudos. But a lot of kids watch that show and don't know, because they don't understand it, because it's not force fed to them that right. The characters are this and the characters are that.
Right.
They're just cool little characters that nobody noticed. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. If it goes unnoticed, but it picks up later, then that's what you call greatness, bro. Like, we created this whole universe based on gay gems. Like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, they're all women, bro. You're gonna tell me that whole thing ain't just based on, they're all empowered women. Like, that's probably one of the most empowering women shows ever, if you watch it. But it's a good fucking show. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And Steven's a goofball, and him and his dad balance out that manliness in the show. Because even when Steven gets older, you see him maturing into this man, and then all the gems around him are just a bunch of crazy, fun girls. Some of them are more weird than others and into other things, but you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, we're gonna force feed you all this weird gay shit or all this weird straight shit and boom, boom, boom. No, it just builds up, and it's fucking dope. It's a dope show, and I think that's what Capcom could have did with some of the characters. Just made them this instead of just doing that. Right off the rip.
Just invest in the people that you are trying to reach out to. What? It's not going to hurt you to bring them in and consult them. Sit down, talk to them, have a conversation, and don't just sit back and look from afar and just write down what you think is going on. Like, that's stupid. And
I agree. Did you watch?
Bad job.
Did you watch South Park Pandaverse?
No, but my friend been telling me to watch that, man.
Bro, you have to watch it. I watched it when it came out. It's so fucking good, and it literally speaks on what's going on, and and it's true, 100%, bro, 100 fucking million%. It's it's pretty much. Uh, I'm gonna just give you a highlight of what I watched, but it's literally Cartman and it's like a bro, it's funny, bro. He's this is right here. This is, hold on, let me pause this shit. So Cartman has it's like they're in an alternate universe. Mm-hmm. So this Cartman is a black, I think, all black lesbian something. Mm-hmm. He came from a different universe. So that's the Cartman in a different universe. All of them are from a girl universe with like strong, empowered lesbian girl, blah 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 blah. The original Cartman is like a copy of one of the Disney head honchos, which is like Kathleen Kennedy or some shit like that, who was the girl that is ruining Disney, hands down, if you ask me. She's making everything about being gay, women, and all this other shit. But anyway, long story short, they end up switching universes, and Cartman does all this crazy shit. You just gotta watch it. It's a lot to unravel in just a couple of minutes, but it literally tells you how Disney is force feeding all this shit down your throat, and it's like, bro, when are you gonna stop? You're ruining everything because you're making it all about this, and you're forgetting the characters. Mm-hmm. You understand? So look right here. This is dumb right here.
Yeah,
so you see Kyle, Stan,
Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny. This one's Spanish. She's like Indian. This one's Chinese. She's black. It's Butters is like a whole transgender. It's nuts, bro. But it's funny because this one episode explains just everything Disney's doing wrong, bro. Just everything.
So like, do they mention Disney, or they just?
Oh yeah, they do, bro. They go crazy. Disney was trying to block this show before it came out because they got wind that the South Park dudes were gonna do this, and they were trying to sue them into not putting this shit out there, and it backfired like a motherfucker. And everybody wanted to see it, bro.
Yeah, you can't cancel South Park, bro.
Nah,
South Park,
bro.
They do this. You can't stop South Park.
And the thing is that they're safe under law of parody, so they can make fun of whoever they want and mention names because it's a parody. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? So it's nuts, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Disney is just ruining everything. They're trying to embrace this new wave of stuff, and who knows, maybe this transgender shit is like a wave. I don't know, I could be wrong, but maybe this whole transgender shit is just a wave, and in 10 years everybody's gonna be like, yo, this shit was weird. Or maybe in 10 years everybody be transgender, and guess what, the world will be over because nobody's having kids. So I don't know, dude. It's just they're going in the wrong direction.
I just feel like with this, you have to make a stand, bro. Because let's just say you're just doing, I don't know, taste test or whatever.
Right.
So you're offering everything sweet. Like, so hey, we got some sweet snacks for you guys, and then somebody goes, I don't like sweet, I like salty. Okay, well, here goes some salty for you guys. So now you got sweet and then you got salty. Then somebody goes, well, we don't like sweet or salty, we like sweet and sour. So now you see what I'm saying? Like, you're never going to please everybody, bro. Say, listen, we got some sweet snacks. If you want sweet snacks, they right here. If you want salty, if you want sweet and sour, you might have to go somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. But it's okay. We have sweet snacks, and that's it. That's all we have right now at the moment. Now, when these are gone, we can, talk to the people who make these stuff. Say, hey, do these this way. But for now, this is what we have: sweet snacks. If you want salty, they got salty over there. If you want sweet and sour, they got sweet and sour stuff over there. But right here, we're passing out sweet snack, and it is what it is. Can't
Yeah,
please
no,
everybody.
no, absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. And that's what I'm saying, bro. It's just you're not gonna make everybody happy, and that's even in the way of the video games, physical copies or non-physical copies. You can't make everybody happy, so they're gonna still put out physical copies for those people who really think they get in the game on those CDs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, bro, it's just not gonna work out, bro. It's not, and we're heading into an era where they're already starting to eliminate, music CDs from Target and Walmart. Like you barely. I think the rack is maybe like 3 stacks high. 4 things this way.
I mean, at this point, you really just wasting time and money because this stuff come and go so fast, bro.
Technology just can't keep up with the times, bro. Or the times can't keep up with technology, really.
Excuse me. Do you remember iPods? I think it was iPods.
Yeah. I
They
remember
were
the Zooms.
they were everywhere, bro. Them things was everywhere. I don't see them no more. This stuff it comes and goes so fast.
It's on your phone now, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, if they're gonna go in the way of digital, right? Just think about it. Let's just say tomorrow they're like, yeah, we're not doing CDs no more. We're done with CDs. Everything's digital. Forget about it. And we have no choice. Because that's what's going to happen. It's not going to be our choice. It's going to be their choice. If it happens tomorrow and everything's all digital, the price is still going to be the same. Which blows my mind because you're getting rid of the people who press the CDs. You're getting rid of the people who make the CDs. You don't have to buy CDs. So you physically make an album and it goes straight to platform. Why are games that I buy digital still the same price as physical? If you want to charge the people who are buying physical games the $60, charge them the $60 because they want a physical game. You know what I'm saying? If I'm buying the digital game, give me a deal. You know what I'm saying? Give me, I don't know, some extra in-game items, or maybe charge me $5 less, or even 10. Because let's keep it real, to press it on a CD probably costs a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? At a certain rate, of course. But come on, dude. Like, if I'm buying something digital and he's getting a physical, I feel like he's getting more than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm buying it digital and I know I'm literally just buying a game license because I don't physically own it, and once that system is obsolete and you shut that service down, that game is no longer mine. I can't play that game anymore. Right. Yeah, it might be in my system and I probably could play it as long as there's some kind of internet.
I never thought of that part of it.
Bro, yeah, that's what burns me inside about physical versus digital, is that if I buy it digital, give it to me for a better deal, so people who are buying it physical feel like they get a better, they get a deal. Like, oh, I got the whole copy, that's why I paid the extra. Yeah. Well, I did it. I'm okay with the digital because I don't want to fucking wait in line or go to GameStop or order it and wait when I can download it at 12 o'clock. So give me the deal. Why I don't get a deal? You know what I'm saying? Even if it's something stupid like in-game bucks. Like, for instance, if I buy Spider-Man. See, this is why I give Nintendo a little bit of praise. Because when you buy digital, they give you Nintendo coins. So if I buy, like, for instance, and it's not much, but it matters. Right. So if I buy like a $60 game, they give me, I think it's like $2 in coins. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on how much or how much the game is. If I buy a $12 game or a $20 game, they give me like 50 cents. And then, like, at the end of the month, after I buy, like, let's say 5 games, and I don't know, Mario Kart drops a DLC or Xenoverse. This is exactly what I did, actually. All the games I bought for the kids, I will buy digital under my name. I will game share with them, and then I will keep all the money, and then I will buy like DLC. So, for instance, when Kakarot came out, I bought it on Switch first. I bought the game for $60. I think I got like $2 worth of coins. But I've been saving all these other coins from buying like all the games for Adam, because he plays like Mario and he plays Pikmin and all those other games. So literally, I go in the bank and my Nintendo thing, and I had like $15. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that was literally enough to buy me another game or buy me a shit ton of DLC on Kakarot or Xenoverse, because it's like $2-3 for a new whatever.
That's what's up.
That is where I feel they need to jump on. If I buy something digital, give me an incentive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't just be like, oh, here's your game. Thank you for buying this game. Fuck off now. The guy who bought a physical gets a whole tin case or something. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. If I buy something digital, give me something for not having you waste your time and money putting it on a physical. That's all I'm saying. Like, I understand Xbox got gold and they give you games every month, and PlayStation got, but I'm buying that. That's a service I'm buying. Those games I cannot keep. If I buy Xbox Gold or Game Pass, I can't keep those games. If I don't pay that shit next month, I can't play those games no more. They're not mine. If I buy a digital game, give me some coin back so I can buy another game when I save enough. That keeps me wanting to buy games on your console, because you're giving me coin back. I think these companies are so greedy that they don't even want to give you.
They don't give you nothing, no.
They don't want to give you nothing, bro.
They don't want to give you nothing,
bro.
Nothing at all,
bro.
But
that's one thing I give praise for Nintendo. They always, even if it's something stupid, they'll give you something. A skin, a background, a fucking ringtone. They'll just give you something for buying a game.
But man, I really didn't think about them shutting the servers down. So like
they'll shut that shit down.
So if you buy a game and you really love that game and then it phases out, then that's it. Like, you can't play your favorite game no more.
No, bro. No. And that happens more often than you think.
Yeah.
Like if I don't know, let's say I had this game. What game was it? Scott Pilgrim. Yeah. That game. Scott Pilgrim game. Great game.
I had
Beat him up.
You couldn't play.
It was a great game.
And you couldn't
play it, because they lost the IP. So if you bought that shit digital, you could play it if you had it saved. But if it was online, it was gone. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't find that game anywhere until they re-released it, because they I guess they put the money up for the IP, but then it came out again, and whatever they re-released it.
It was a Ninja Turtles game that did the same thing. Like, it came out, and I think it was TMT Out of the Shadow.
Okay.
I think it was that one, because I tried playing it, but you couldn't buy it.
Yeah, no. Once those games are gone, bro, they lose IPs. They you can't play them shits. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if going back to that, like, if you buy a digital, and in a couple of years, this shit could be gone. That's it. You can't do shit. What are you gonna tell Sony? Oh, yo, I bought Spider-Man 10 years ago on digital. What's up? You can't. They don't care, bro. They don't give a fuck, bro.
Damn.
They'll ignore the shit out of you. You ain't gonna do shit. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm gonna buy a digital game, hit me with a price that's cheap.
But
if I buy a digital.
But the way that games are now, even if you buy the hard copy, it's still the same thing, right?
Right, exactly. But let that be up to the guy who wants the physical, because he thinks he's getting a deal because he got a box. I mean, let's keep it real. I don't want to collect 100 game boxes. Like, I used to do that shit, and I had cases
everywhere.
I still got some, but I have cases of video game shit.
Yeah,
when you get to a certain age, you just don't want that shit laying around anymore. You got kids, you need room. You're like, yo, I got all these fucking games here I can't do shit with. Same thing with DVDs, bro. I used to collect DVDs crazy. I had DVDs stacked to the ceiling, and I gave all them shits away.
Oh, you got mine away?
I got
mine on my bookshelf here, but I got to tell you, man, if I could, I would much rather use that space. To be honest with you,
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with collecting shit.
Yeah.
I like to collect shit. I got Dragon Ball shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I literally got Dragon Ball plushies hanging above my head right here. But I don't know. I see something more useful coming out of these because my kids play with them. You know what I'm saying? And then they put them back. The DVDs, after I watch them once or twice, yeah, they cool to have. But like most of the time now, like you put a DVD inside your PlayStation or Xbox, they don't even want to play the shit. They'll tell you have to like download an app to play it, or you have to do some weird shit. I don't know, but it just I don't know. It doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, bro. It just doesn't make sense. Like I'm telling you, I had stupid amount of games that I was saving, and I'm like, bro, why am I saving? Like I started just giving shit away and selling it, and I was like, bro, I'm going digital too now, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, I like having physical things, but it's just almost like none of this shit matters because when you die, your kids will probably take it and ruin it or throw it out. Your wife will probably chug it out to the side because shit's a waste. Like, nobody really cares about your shit but you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. Nobody cares about your shit but you. And then you think about it and you're like, why do I even have all this shit? And you're like, the fuck am I supposed to do with all these goddamn games now? Like I got, you can have hundreds of thousands of dollars of games, and unless you fucking flipping them, kind of makes no sense. Like even when I was collecting kicks, like I got a bunch of sneakers right here. I saved them for my kid, and then he got older, he rocked them, and now my youngest is like, well, Dad, can I? He sees all my shoes, and they all look brand new, and he's like, can I wear them when I get older? So now I'm saving them for him. But as soon as he grows into them, and he fucks them up, or he grows out of them, they gone because I really don't wear them anymore. I wear, I got shit everywhere, but that's how I feel about digital copies or physical copies.
So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Pretty much, kid. Pretty fucking much.
Yeah.
All I know is that PlayStation needs to lower the prices on them fucking games because they're starting to hit the $70 mark, bro. And I'm like, fuck that, bro.
But you know what?
Especially if I'm buying a digital.
You know what? The market is about to go up because GTA 6. I heard they're gonna charge like $150 for that. When they do that, all this stuff gonna skyrocket, bro. And because I was talking to my friends and they were saying only GTA can do that. Only GTA can do that. Like, bro, I understand how these markets do. They use any excuse to raise the price on every freaking thing, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Whoever said only GTA can do it is absolutely wrong. Because when you first saw, for instance, when you first heard of a game costing $60, who did it first?
Who
you think?
Grand Theft Auto?
Bro, it was probably one of those GTA games, and it was probably on PlayStation or Xbox when all that new games started coming out. So just think that if GTA is gonna come out and be $150 for maybe it's just the base game, bro, that's gonna open. This could go one or two ways. That could backfire in Rockstar's face, and nobody buys the game because that's just stupid. Or everybody buys the game, and then PlayStation and all these other people look at that shit and like, yo, they paying $150 for GTA.
You gonna pay $150 for all this?
What can we charge $150 or $120 for next time? You know what I'm saying?
They might not be able to charge. Okay, I'm gonna say this: if GTA charge $150 for that game, people are paying $150 for that game. I'm sorry, they paying $150 for it. I believe they're gonna pay $150 for it. But I feel like other titles won't be able to charge $150, but they will be able to go up on the price. So instead of you paying $60 for a base game, you're paying $80 for a base game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's such a weird. That's gonna be a weird area.
But the reason why they're charging that much, from what I heard, this is all hearsay. they're charging that much because this game, they're not going to make another game for a long time. So like this game is going to be very interactive, very unique. So your GTA experience won't be like my GTA experience. It is this game is going to like simulate life, for so to speak.
And I get that, and you're like I said, I think that's about right. I think the game is going to be unique to everybody. But with that being said, they're going to have to really, really convince people that $150 is going to get you a lot of game. Okay? I'm not talking about listen, I'm not talking about you get a GTA game, you pay $150, and you get a storyline, and you can go online and play.
Mm-hmm.
No, bro. I'm talking about like, yo, you better give me like $10 million. I better have enough money so I can go buy me a yacht or a crocodile or something. Because there's no way I'm going to put up $150 just to play a base game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And you know, with this being because it's going to be a new gen game,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be the first one that actually pushes the next gen consoles to its limits.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to have to, there's going to be a part where the game is not even fully done yet. You know what I'm saying? There's probably going to be like a map that's not available yet, or DLC. Forget. I don't even want to talk about DLC because this game is probably, once this game comes out, people are gonna be playing it to late in their 30s and 40s at the time they finish playing this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I get into this game, which I'm not even gonna lie to you, I probably won't even bother. Because first of all, I'm not paying $150 for the game. Second, I don't have GTA kind of time to play. You know what I'm saying? I work all fucking day, and I got kids. Like, the only people who are going to be playing GTA games are people who either influencers who don't have real jobs and just stay home to play a game, or kids, young kids, and the game ain't even for them. But of course they're going to get it, because let's keep it real. See, they're going to get it. So, who's really going to be playing GTA? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be those kids. It's going to be the young kids in their mom's basement that only go to school and don't do nothing else. Or it's going to be, kids with money, influencers with money who are going to make money playing GTA all fucking day. And that's it. I mean, let's just keep it real. Like, all the people who play GTA don't, I say a handful of them actually fucking work all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because even when I used to play GTA, like, me and my boys had to set up a whole couple days ahead just to be like, yo, we gonna play Friday at 8. Or then somebody would be like, yo, I don't get home till 9. Okay, we push it to 10. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's real shit right there.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
But I've never been a fan of GTA like that. I've always been a fan of Red Dead Redemption, but so I will. If you told me I had to pay $150 for Red Dead Redemption and you said it was like it's going to be like the biggest game ever with so much content, whatever, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I would pay that, but I don't know, man. I just know that if they charge that much for that game, it's going to mess up the market. I know it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's definitely gonna set up a new. It's definitely gonna set up a new wave of, oh shit, they paid $150 for GTA. Imagine what we could do with the next Spider-Man game, or what we can do with the next Halo game, or one of these big AAA titles. Because this is not gonna work for every game.
No.
You're not gonna be able to sell Jet Set Radio for $150. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be able to sell Sonic for $150. I'm sorry. There's no fucking way you're gonna be able to sell me a Sonic game for $150. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking way you're gonna get me to pay $150. Don't get me wrong. I'm wearing a Kingdom Hearts hat right now. I love Kingdom Hearts. But there's no way you're gonna convince me to pay $150 for Kingdom Hearts game. You're just not. At best, even the last one, at best it was worth $30 because I just felt it was a lazy a lazy developer.
Kingdom
you know
Hearts.
what I'm saying? Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Lazy. Bro, you're gonna tell me after all these years of having this kind of system on your hands, this is the game you give me? Bro, you out of your fucking mind, Square Enix. You better tighten up, bro. Because that fucking game was terrible. It was stupid. It was missing a bunch of... They should have called it Pixar Kingdom Hearts, and then I would have not bought it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I played. Well, I actually have. I got Kingdom Hearts 3 hard copy.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay, I played it and I couldn't get into it, so I just wrote the whole franchise off.
Bro, man, it was just fucking. It was lazy, bro. It was lazy. It was late. It just felt like they ran out of juice at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "Yo, we have to get this game out as fast as possible and as quick as possible with the least amount of money as possible." And that was Kingdom Hearts fucking 3. Because when I say it's just so disappointing, bro. So disappointing. Because I know it could have been a way better game, and it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't. It looked nice, but I'm like, bro, I've been playing on PlayStation 5 for a minute, and even the cheap games that you buy felt bigger than Kingdom Hearts did, if that makes any sense. Like, it just wasn't there for me, bro. It just wasn't there for me, bro. And I'm like, bro, and then all the Pixar characters, I'm like, bro, no, this is Disney again ruining this shit. I'm like, I couldn't deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like I got lost in Kingdom Hearts over the last decade or so, and their storyline was so deep, and then you give me this shit, which kind of just disappointed, bro. It was just really disappointing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was expecting, bro. When I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, it was like a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? It was like the first time you played Zelda, like the one for 64. Bro, Ocarina of Time was, bro. When I played that game as a kid, you felt immersed in the game. You felt like you were Link. You felt like you were actually changing the fucking world.
Right.
And then you grew up, and then you were like, holy shit, I'm an adult. I thought I was gonna be playing as this little motherfucker for the whole game, and I'm an adult with you felt the transition from playing as a kid, collecting all the shit, and then halfway in the game, you got to start a whole nother game as an adult.
Yeah.
Bro, Kingdom Hearts, they lost me on that shit, bro. They lost me, bro. And I was like, yo, I can't with Kingdom Hearts right now, bro. I was like, I'm over this shit. I got to the end and didn't beat it because I just didn't like. The game was too easy. It was lazy. The aiming system was stupid. The summons, like when you summon your character, like for instance Lion King and all these people, like they were shitty, they were dumb. Like the roller coaster and the water park. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, bro, when I summoned the goddamn river rafting fucking thing, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this shit, bro? Why am I summoning a fucking inflatable fucking boat with fake water underneath it to knock? Like, I'm like, bro, this. You know what?
I think I remember that. I think I remember that movie,
bro. It was dumb, bro. It was dumb. You summon a fucking train, like the runaway train from Disney. I'm like, bro, what are we doing here, bro? Like, why is this all? And usually Kingdom Hearts, yeah, I get it's a Disney game, but it wasn't all Disney at one point. It was more like Final Fantasy. That's why I was into it. You know what I'm saying? But then all that shit kind of just went away, and it became a whole Disney game. I'm like, bro, where's Cloud? Where's all my guys at? Like, what the fuck is going on? Bro,
Cloud was in the game?
Bro, I ain't seen no Final Fantasy characters in that game at all.
I'm saying is Final Fantasy characters are in Kingdom Hearts franchise.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what? I was looking at that trailer you just played, and I was like, man, that kind of look like it's like Cloud. So
Yeah, I mean, it's Kingdom Hearts at its best, but it's the worst one by far because, like I said, it's just lazy, bro. The levels are lazy. The animation was good. The story was a little bit like non-interesting. It was just, and don't get me wrong, I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan, like I said, but just wasn't. I don't know if I just grew apart from the franchise because it was just getting lazy, and I was expecting a bigger, more broader game. Like bro, like I get it's not an open world game. I didn't want it to be open world. It could be the small, but look at for instance God of War. God of War is not an open world game, but you were immersed in how big it can be as a game.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Kingdom Hearts, I was just like running through the game, bro. I was literally just running through these levels. Like you didn't even have to fight some people. Like it just felt lazy, bro. Just felt everything was too easy.
I agree because I got to like I guess like the Hercules part in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I was like I can't. And I just stopped.
Yeah, it was stupid. It was dumb. Like even my kid, my youngest was playing it because he's in the Kingdom Hearts 2, and he was like, "Yo, this." Like he watched me play the second one, and he played that one, and that one was fun. But then we got into this one, it was like, "Yo, this is trash, bro." The swords.
Yeah, but I definitely understand your disappointment because my game is Halo.
Yeah, I was over that shit, bro.
And I must admit, man, Halo Infinite, the campaign, not it, man. It is not it.
Yeah. I gave Halo a try when it came out again. When they dropped it, I tried playing the multiplayer shit, and obviously it was day one shit. You know, it's always choppy at day one. But that ruined it for me.
I'll say this.
Then after that, I started,
when it first came out,
trying to get into Halo again.
But
you
now
know what I'm saying?
They fixed everything, and it's a good game. Yep.
Yeah, and that goes back to what we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
When the games drop early and you get the game early, they're not done. So the people who want to play the game as is are not getting the game as is. They're getting some early release. So for instance, like me, if I go and I buy GTA for $150 and the shit ain't finished or it's choppy or it's buggy, I'm not waiting 3-4 months to jump back into it.
Right.
I'm done.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If I buy a game now, I want to play it now in its full glory. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play a half-ass game and you charge me $150 so you can get money up front so you can go ahead and finish it in 6 months and then throw me a patch and act like you guys did me a solid because you updated it.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, I don't know who these developers they fooling out here, bro. Like, yo, yeah, we're gonna put the game to 50% done out, and they're gonna pay for some DLC that's not even out yet ahead of time, so they can get new maps, and then we can finish. Yeah, like, come on, bro. Like, they're gonna. That's what I'm telling you. GTA is either gonna make this $150 mark good or bad. It could go good if this happens and they flop at it and it doesn't sell because it costs too much and then everybody's watching, or it's gonna go good and then they're gonna change the whole playing field because now somebody done bought a game costing $150 that wasn't done, and we all stupid and went and bought the game and we're playing this half-ass game that you can't even play because it's probably going to crash a bunch of times because you already know it's not going to work right when it first comes out. It's going to take at least 6-7 months before they get the servers right, before they get the space right, before they get the... Bro, I'm telling you, mark my words, bro. What's today's date? January 8th. Whenever that game comes out, go back and watch this video and I'm telling you, that game is not going to work right. It's not. It's just not. And you're going to charge people $150? I feel sorry for the kids who are actually saving their money up now to buy this game when it comes out. Because I promise you, it's going to be a whole headache. It's not going to work right. And if it does, and they do actually do this shit, Yeah, the game industry is gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
Next Spider-Man game,
Yeah.
$87.